Welcome to Dan's House Build. It's week 64, which is, if I'm not mistaken, something like 449 days. So it's over a year, but outside's still work in progress. We've got some good plans for that. We've got 640, I think, subscribers. So my commiserations to all of you. I'm sorry it's dragging on, but bear with me, we're nearly finished. Right, so what did we do on Monday? Well, we started off by going in a self-serve restaurant with Max. We got Max with us. We've ordered quite a strange concoction of what I considered vaguely edible food. So we'll see in a minute. If we can't eat it, I'm sure Max can eat it. The guys turned up this morning. A plumber is putting more sealant on the leaks. So I mean, I could have done that. So we'll see what happens there. The other guys doing the wall are turned up. Ronnie's turned up. So we did take Max to the vets this morning for a wash and brush up, but they were too busy. So we've got an appointment for Wednesday. Tomorrow I've got a guy called Charles from our Monday or now Tuesday morning meetings. And he's going to look at some solar power possibilities for a couple of the things in the house. The food's arrived. So we've got some soup. I think that's pork soup with some vegetable stuff in it. Got some barbecue pork, which is excellent. I think that's beef with some nice little gravy. Yeah, very nice indeed. So this morning's Mirianda gets 10 out of 10. So on the way back from the food place, we pulled into the fish tank place and bought a Mahusive UV light. It goes into the first leaking container, and that gets rid of all the green algae out of the water. The impurities in the water get taken away out of the sponges and the stones that are in those three containers, but the green algae, the UV sorts that out. So where are we now? We are in a roadside cafe stroke car wash. Max is still with us under the table, having the car washed and waxed for what did he say, 500 pesos, which is £7. So you tell me where you can get a better deal than that. I normally get it waxed and cleaned every 2 weeks. Or I've started to have it waxed and cleaned every 2 weeks. It doesn't cost a fortune, keeps it nice and protected. It does take a time though. It takes about an hour for the full clean inside and out. But what you're going to do, you're going to basically sit and have a cup of tea. They do other things as well. They do meals and that, food, but we have just eaten, so we don't need that. You could have a haircut if you wanted to next door, but that's where we are now. Well, it's been a lovely day here today. Hey look, there's Peck-a-Lot. Let's have a word with him. Look at him. Now I've gone on the internet, you'll be pleased to know, and found out that we're standing on his little perch, that you can bring a hen in with an adult cock, which is what he is, he's about 2, when they're between 4 months and 6 months old. They can kind of stand up to themselves by that time, and they're not going to get pecked and beaten up and raped every night. So our little friend here, as soon as I can find a hen, I might ask next door, they've got tons of them, if they've got a hen between 4 and 6 months or older, if I could have, say, a couple of them, then I can stick them in there with Sir Peck-a-Lot, and I'll have to give him a wash though. He looks a bit rough after his visit in Max's mouth. I will stick them in there, and they can share the accommodation, can't they? They can share his little house. I put some LED lights in there, but I haven't stretched them out yet. There's the solar, what would you call it, lens for the lights. So there he is. He's not keeping it very clean, is he? I'll have to have a word with him about that. Today he got a slice of bread and some chicken food, and tomorrow I'll give him some rice because he likes a bit of rice. There he is. Now, when I bought this chicken, he was, what colour was he? Was he red? Yeah, someone had painted him red. It was only about that big. What they do over here, they paint them a colour. Doesn't matter what colour it is, whatever they've got in the in their drawers. Blue, red, green, yellow, don't matter. And they just stick the chicken in the dye and then sell them on the market. Quite cruel when you think about it. As an incentive for the kids to play with, and then of course they get bored of them and they leave them, and that's the poor chicken done with. Well, our friend here got loved. Eventually all the dye ran off and he turned out to be white and male, which was a bit of a shame. I wanted a female. You can see all the feathers that he lost yesterday, the day before, whenever it was. But he's happy now. Right, let's have a look what's happened out back. There's something funny. You know, I didn't get Max clean today. Well, as soon as he got in, he went straight down this ditch and embedded himself in that mucky water down there and completely submerged himself like a submarine. So we took him out and we put the hose pipe on him for an hour. Well, right, what they done today? I don't think they've done any concrete, I must be honest. And I think that wall was done. So what they've done, excavated that and poured concrete in that. He's excavating that. Is he pouring concrete in there? Let's have a look. And I think they're getting the one at the back ready as well. And then they'll put the formwork up and pour concrete. So this section here, all down here, the 2 columns here should, well, the 2 bases there, and then the 2 columns, 4 columns, 6 columns, plus the columns in the wall, 1 there, 7 columns, and maybe the beam might end up being done by the end of this week. I know it's only Monday, but we'll see. There's me boy. Looks all chilled out, doesn't he? Hey Max! Oh yeah, look at you. He's all wet. Now, what's happened? As I told you, we've put the end of the hose into the AC extract water outlet under the tiles, and it just enters the garden there. He's done all the tiles down to there, and the extract for this one goes under the tiles and out there. Can you see? So this bit gets watered. There's a little bit dripping down there, but considering how much water that drops off, I'm not too bothered about that. So all of this has been done. A little bit of making good at the end. That's got a lot of making good to be done all the way around, and then the painter turns up. So tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to this, I must be honest, tomorrow starts the patio, which is this bit I'm standing on. All this gets tiled. Yeah, that's going to look nice when it's done. And as soon as it's done, I'll be ordering the whatever it is structure that goes across here and attaches to there, so we've got like a shade. Yeah, looking forward to getting this done. So I don't know, maybe by the end of the week all this will be done. And to look like that. Yeah, he's done well there. He's done very well. Can you imagine what the driveway is going to look like in the garage? It's going to look excellent. Right, there's my progress for Tuesday morning. Putting the bars in, putting the little bits of metal in there to hold them in place. So soon that will have formwork against it. They put formwork against the column, as you can see. Those two are ready. The base of that was cast. How are we doing with this bit here? Oh, that's been cast today. So that's still wet. Here's Ronnie laying me slabs for my patio. He's found the centre of the opening, which is there. He's put a string line on it going down here. So he's going to have all the joints in the middle going that way, and it'll look fantastic. So well done to Ronnie. Now he started to build up the sides. That's what it looks like, and then it goes to that, and then it builds a bit up there until it looks really smooth, and then we get it painted. How's that? Looks good, eh? Yeah, Ronnie's on his second row. This line lines up with that one. That line there will line up with that one. So he's got it all figured out. Max is helping. Max, don't be a chopper. Now, I have a friend of mine called Charles, who is American, and he knows everything there is to know, and then some, about solar powered electricity. So he's just popped round, and we've talked about the requirements. What we're going to do, we're going to think about a solar powered the pump for the water, solar power a pump for the fish tank area. That's on 24 hours a day, which incidentally the guy's just been here again, a different plumber this time, and he's just left telling me it's watertight, so the pump's on now, so and seems as dry as a bone, so it's good news, isn't it? Then we have one 3 horsepower AC on at night time. That's in our bedroom, so that'll be solar. Then we come downstairs and do one 3 horsepower downstairs. That'll be solar. So there's those 4 elements with umpteen little things that he recommends, like surge control and the ability to swap between electricity from solar and electricity from the mains. So that's the next thing that we'll be having. So I'll keep you abreast of everything that happens on that score. Now I've just done Sir Peck-a-Lot a favour. Look at him on his little stand. He's got one watchful eye on Max. Oh, you can see, can't you? That big red thing that sits on his head hangs down on one side, so he can only look at one eye. Anyway, so Peck-a-Lot's, when Charles came down, Charles was talking about my chicken, and I said, well, he wants a mate, doesn't he? But the mate's got to be between anything over 4 to 6 months old, otherwise he's going to be giving it some jip. So he's going to get me a couple of hens. I'll stick them in there with Sir Peck, and he'll have a great old time, won't he? He'll have a great old time. So that's the situation with him. He'll soon be cheered up no end. Now, he's never seen a chicken in his life. What is he? He's about 2 years now. He's always been alone. He's never chatted to a chicken. Now he can hear them because there's some chickens next door. So he's now chatting to next door's chickens, but soon he'll have some in there that he can sniff around and play with and generally enjoy himself. So he's going to be happy. As for that moron, let's give him some. How's he done that? He's turned the water on by himself. Crit. Good job he's going for a wash tomorrow. Look at this dog. I despair with this dog. Well, good morning to everybody. It's Thursday. Had a wonderful movie night with my friends yesterday. We saw Goodfellas and the second episode of Band of Brothers. That was what we did. And right now, what my normal routine for the day, first thing we do is let Max out of the cage. He's wandering around. Second thing we do is feed Bird. So let's feed Bird, shall we? There's Bird. Let me just get the lock open. There we go. There's one, and there's two. There's one, there's two. Yes, chicken, I can hear you. Max, go, 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 go. Go, Max, go, 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 go on. Not risking that again. He's got to be told. He's got to be told. Right, there's Bird. Where's Bird? Hold on. There's his little door. So we open his door. There's Bird, waiting to come out. We give him some fresh water in his bucket. There's some fresh water. There he is. Fresh water. Now we give him some fresh food. Get rid of that old dodgy food there. You can have that when he goes outside. Give him some fresh food. There's Bird. So Peck-a-Lot seemed to have a friend. He's got a different peck noise when he's happy. I haven't heard it a lot recently, but I think I heard it then when he saw his food. What do you think to that, Sir Peck? Yeah, you happy? Yeah, I thought you might be. Right, let's go and do my other thing I've got to do. Right, we're gonna feed the fish. So let's get that done, shall we? Fish food consists of fish flakes and just normal fish food. So we'll find the fish. There they are, sunning themselves in the middle. Throw the fish food in. Now there's no chance they're going to come to the surface. They don't like it when they come to the surface. They prefer to eat from the bottom. So that doesn't help, does it, eh? That does not help at all. Right, the last thing I've got to do is start the bike. Yeah, the old Hayabusa hasn't been started for about a month. So let's see if it will start first time, shall we? Let's see if it will start first time. Yes, it will. We'll leave that running for a bit, a couple of minutes, let it get hot, and then we'll shut it off. Go and have a look at these fish. You see, they're not tucking in. They're not tucking in from the top, are they? They prefer a good munch from the bottom. That's why I feed them rice, because rice sinks. Bread floats, that's no good for them. They don't seem to like bread. So they got rice there, they got fish flakes. I think I said that. What else do I feed them? I can feed them dog food. They seem to go mad on that as well. Bong the fishman said that was a bit too greasy. He says, no, it's not. It's all mixed in. It's meat. It's not like got gravy in it. He says, yeah, but when it comes out the other end, he says, oh, I'll worry about that when it happens. There you go. They're all lined up there. That seems to be their new favourite place, actually. It used to be underneath here, but not anymore. Hey, I might start making me my homemade planking shortly, so stay abreast for that one. Alright, now just going back to the tiling, just agreed with Ronnie, we'll take this, we'll have a little step there. I mean, it's going to be that much, it's no big deal at all, but it just saves all having to take up all this concrete here, the little screedy bit. So we'll just have a little step there. No one's going to see it, no one's going to care less. Moreover, I'm not going to care less, and I'm the one that's bothered, aren't I? So we'll have a step there, And then he noticed, he said, what do you want to do where it joins these tiles here? So what we're going to do is do it flush with those tiles. So it's a nice gradient, so that's cool. And where Max is standing, there's a little step. I said, no, we'll have to take that off, because when we walk up here, you're going to see that edge of the tile. So just bring it square across there and lift this bit out, and it can go flat up there. There you go. Max has seen something. Oh, we've seen water, that's what he's seen. The dog's a nutcase. Right, you've heard the proverb, you teach a man to fish and he'll never go hungry. Well, I've just spent 5 minutes in the garden with the girls. Ebbs wasn't doing anything in the house, so I've taught her how to use the electric strimmer. Joy wasn't doing anything. She wasn't watching her Korean novena or anything. So I taught her how to use the electric, the mower. She's finding it a bit difficult to start, but I must admit it was playing up earlier on. I think it got a bit of fuel starvation. Maybe the carbs got flooded or something, but it's working okay now. So I can get back to my TV now without having to do the gardening. Oh well, even Max is amazed and stunned he is that I managed to pull that one off. Well, that's our old house, or the side of it anyway. You can see we're having it painted, so we're having that tarted up a bit for our new buyers or people to look round inside and out. Yeah. It's one of the biggest houses on the subdivision. It's 4-bed. That one's just been built. That one's just been built. That one's just been built. That's just been repainted. Yeah, it's quite a nice subdivision, this. It's a shame to leave it, but you've got to do what you've got to do. So anyone who's interested in moving here and buying our house, let me know. Max is keen to get off and have a little explore around his old stomping ground. There's the clubhouse with 2 swimming pools. There's a friend of ours' house, very nice. And next door they got a little chihuahua. There's 2 roads off down there. That's all one house and garden. What's wrong with Max? He's sniffing. He hasn't been here for a couple of days. A couple of weeks. I don't know, about a week. And he's sniffing at all the dog smells, and he's really getting into it as if he's... Because of course this is the dog internet, isn't it? If you think about it, this is where they get their news. Who's in the area, who's available, who's patrolling round. So So I guess he's catching up. So there's the old house. I think they said they've got another 3 weeks of painting and little bits of repairs here and there, and then it's ready. Yeah. Right, now you can see the levelling that's taken place this morning. What day is it, Mike? Friday, Saturday. So, is it Friday or Saturday?
It's Friday. Yeah.
Oh, it is Friday. So, that's how much levelling we've done. A little bit more to do. Get it absolutely spot on and level. Then we can decide what area we're going to do as concrete. Shove some concrete down the far end, as you know. Doing a bit more levelling. Digging from the back and putting, that's better, isn't it? Digging from the back and putting to the front. Oh, we seem to have some smoke going on, so let's have a look what's happening. Right, there's my refuse going up in flames. At the moment I've got to be a bit ginger with this because we don't want that grass to catch fire either side of it. That'd be a bit of a nightmare. Although I can put it out fairly quickly. So, don't want the flames to go any taller than that really. And that is where the retaining wall finishes. You can see. So all of this bit gets concreted down there when it's levelled. Then I'll feel a little bit happy about having flames that big on concreted area, because flames don't travel across concrete, do they, very easily? I'll let you know if the rest catches fire shortly. Right, now me and Mike are standing on the back. You can see it being backfilled there. So where that excavator is going to go 5-6 foot lower. So all of this will be flat and available for use. We'll concrete it and have something down the back. I can't imagine what. There's the earth getting backfilled over. There's the house. There's Max behaving himself. Yeah, I can see this being quite nice when it's finished, and there's my view. So if we put something down here, I know you can't imagine it at the minute, but if you put something down there like a barracuda, it's permanent in the shade, there's a breeze, and you get quite a nice view that way. So that may well be what happens. There you go, that's a couple of minutes for you, so you know what's happening on this Friday. Right, Ronnie's lined up the end of that tile, so what he's going to do now along this string line. Goes right down to there. He's going to lay a row of tiles along there. Which should be exciting. Keep up the good work, Ron. There you go, Friday we've got the final row in place on this side of the house. All we've got to do now is the infills. Let's have a look at Chicken. Oh, Chicken's happy. Look at him, he's got his roof. He's got his roof, he's got his ass outside in the sun. A couple of days and he'll have a couple of friends. And by the end of Friday, what have we got? We've got the starts of the tiling, which look absolutely gorgeous. We've got the starts of the tiling in front of the garage. So what he's going to do is just going to carry on with this. He's going to shoot that line straight down there, and then he's going to go north, and he's going to go south, he's going to go east and west based off that line there. But that looks a beautiful tile, it really does. We've matched the pattern all the way around the house, except one tile which I found, but it's hidden away, you can't see it. And it'll have a potted plant sitting on it anyway. So there you go, we've started. We have started. He's left me a bit of space to get the car in and out in the next day or two. Very, very pleased with that. Well, it's a little long this week, but I hope you enjoyed it. Right, let me show you what's happened as of Saturday afternoon. That's been cast, that's been cast, that's been extended and cast, those two have been cast, those two have been cast. So Sunday there's no work. Monday is a holiday, but they may be here because if they don't work they don't get paid, do they? So they may choose to work. So I guess we'll be doing some concreting and block work next week. You can see that's been backfilled and semi-smoothed. You can see the grass has been semi-cut, not over here, this hasn't been cut yet, but that's been cut and Joy's doing a bit of watering. Remember this, the tree that we bought from the back of a lorry? Look, it's got no roots, so it's throwing all of its energy into making the fruits. And look, you can see it's got little fruits all over the place, masses of them all over that tree. So we're just going to let it do some fruits, and then in the next week or two we're going to plant it just there. Okay, let's go and have a look at Sir Peck-a-Lot. There he is. He's getting ready for his new guests. He's oh, hello. Yep, so next week should see some developments along his side. Now you might ask, you might, I'll start that again, you might ask why the car is there. Well, it's there because Ronnie on his birthday came in and did a couple of rows of tiles. So that's looking good, isn't it? So he's off tomorrow and be back on Monday, and we'll continue that into the garage and then maybe over to that side. Yeah, looking good. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll wrap up now, so I hope you have a great week. Everything that you want, it comes your way, and may you be healthy wealthy and wise. Take care and I love you all. Bye bye.
Game over.